My name is Omar Like the Glue, and in today's video we are updating my pre-built Cyberpower PC's cooling system. Going from this generic Cooler Master fan to a Corsair iCue Link AIO, if it can fit in my case.
It's too tall. Yeah, no, it's too long. That works.
Yeah, so I probably should have asked more questions when I was doing the purchase of like, do you think this will fit and stuff like that, but
I'll find it. You're like, yeah. I don't know.
Like, I had seen videos where they were like, you know, the way the tubes are. Oh, like that matters, yeah. So that there's not air bubbles and all that shit.
Yeah, that's not
a real issue.
It's an issue. It's not a real big issue. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, right? So this is having all of the fans are converging into here, like all the individual wires. This solves that problem because each of the fans are attached to each other. So now when I hook this up, there's only going to be this one wire coming out to the hub, which is this puppy right here. You know what I mean? So it's like, look at all these wires and now I only have the one.
Yeah.
One or two. These right here. I was going to try to do the same thing with my computer, but just getting fans. But I found out that the pump itself still is powered by SATA. This right here. So I would actually be adding more wires to my setup instead of less wires. So if I want to do this, I would have to buy a brand new one, essentially, which sucks.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Because I have a because my current CPU cooler is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Water?
Is this actual water?
Yeah, it is. It's mountain water, yeah.
This is the first time I've ever had.
Like with that?
Yeah. What? Yeah. What's up? It's too tall.
Not for that.
Fuck. Can you take this out? Is this removable or no? Do you know the name of this case? Where did you buy this from?
Can I use your powder room?
Yeah,
It's
one of the five
sensors. I would
sensors.
suggest upgrading this as well.
Yeah.
This is a not a big deal. It's a hard disk drive, but I would recommend upgrading to a solid state drive.
Copyright. I'm just kidding.
You're gonna notice completely faster boot and load times.
So when you said copyright, I just imagined the scene from like Jimmy Neutron when like he explains like,
there's a question I've always wanted to ask you. How come whenever we're in outer space, we don't gotta wear helmets?
Good question, Sheen. And the answer is quite interesting. You see...
he's explaining everything, it's just like silent because I put music that got copyright.
Make sure we don't lose any of these screws. Like that. Boom.
That was good.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that iCue Link. Yo, if I ever became a content creator, dog, like I'm eyeballing.
Look at
Corsair.
I have one thing to say. You better work, bitch.
Well, like at the camera.
Oh.
You looked at me like you wanted
He posed and everything. I was like, okay, model, okay, product.
What am I doing?
Just pose for the thumbnail. You're in it too, so it's funny. This is the thumbnail.
Ooh, it broke. Okay. All right. So again, this is going to be the intake. So you're going to see the Corsair symbol, and it's going to blow air in. These two, like I mentioned, I'm going to repurpose to go up, and then this one's going to blow out.
And then you're mounting it on my wall, right?
I can. It's a Lowe's trip, but I can do it. I said the biggest part I could fuck up on is not applying the pump correctly. And it's not even a, oh shit, like this thing is broken. It's because of the thermal paste is pre-applied. And if I don't apply it correctly, then we have to take it off and reissue the thermal paste, which I have at home. I would highly suggest, this is a slow process, as slow as you want to be, replacing these fans with these fans. With Corsair specific fans, because of the fact that, again, we can get rid of like all of these cables. Yeah. So when it comes to GPU power, right, you have a GPU that needs external power. There are some GPUs that you just pop it into the motherboard, this baseboard right here, and that provides enough power. Is it going to be a good GPU? No, it'll be a GPU enough that you can see what is on the screen. But some higher performance or higher power GPUs does need a PCIe power cable, right? Luckily, this specific one has this cable going into the power supply on one end and the other end going into the actual GPU. There is a split cable right here that was not plugged into anything, and I used that to feed power to the controller back here, and that powers the whole CPU cooler system, or AIO. So we're good there. Why did they use
the explosions.
I now need a paper towel, dry. Just wiping off the thermal paste. This is a 5700. It's like a year older than mine. Cool. All right, now, cool thing is that this AIO, the CPU, so this is the pump. So this is what's gonna detect the temperature, the usage, all of that, well, not the usage, the temperature of the CPU. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop it right there. All right, the liquid is basically in here, and it's gonna pump the hot liquid into the radiator. Obviously the fans that are coming in are gonna cool it and then pump it right out, and then back and forth. Now, obviously in most circles, people would prefer that these tubes be down here, but there's no way to, so we're gonna have to make do with what it is. So
like if it was flipped?
Like if it was flipped, yeah, where the tubes would be on the bottom, but obviously this case does not allow that, so.
Gotcha.
Not gonna be able to do it, so I'm gonna carefully take this off.
Nice.
Gonna take off the Intel bracket, and then you have your back plate right here. The back plate I'm gonna put to the back of the motherboard. Perfect, all right. This up top, again, it's gonna go just like this. Just like that. All right. Almost electrocuted myself.
Oh.
Just things, you know. PC things. We only need one monitor right now because like I said, we're just testing it. Fans are turning. Pump is on. Everything's getting power. So all the temperatures are good. The pump is in fact working. All right, and everything's unbalanced right now. Do you want the pump to stay where it is? Do you want it to be? Personally, I keep everything unbalanced.
I'll keep it there. Okay. Yeah.
All right. You might hear that little bit of a whine, but again, that's because it's pumping all that liquid back and forth. Okay.
So that's basically it. I didn't film us getting the top, just the fans that were here in the front up to the top to have it pull the air out as an exhaust fan. Kept that one in the back. Small adjustments that had to be made, but overall it's looking great and it's performing well. If anyone has any questions on this pre-built Cyberpower PC that I have, it's the Gaming Master. I can make a follow-up video after, like, it's been over a year now that I've had this PC, and any questions, shoot them down below and I'll answer them in the next video that I make on the PC. But that's it. She a beaut.